right, B. So I want to ask you about obsession, like being obsessed to accomplish a goal or, become something that you're not, or, whatever the case is. First of all, what does it mean to be obsessed to you in the first place?
To me, all obsession means is highly focused. Highly focused. Obsession, just like the word control freak, has gotten a negative connotation by the peasants and lazy losers of life. I love being obsessed. It means being highly focused instead of being unfocused, which another way to say that is lack of impulse control. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking fiercely focused. Fiercely focused. In other words, I'm obsessed. And when I obsess on anything, I achieve the outcome.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about, well, actually, do you ever think there's a unhealthy version of obsession for anything?
Look, you can take anything to an unhealthy level, right? Like right now, my obsession is jujitsu. So I train.
Trying to lead you down this path.
Right. Exactly.
Intervention.
Exactly. So those of you listening to this right now, I started, you all know that I do the 6-week challenges. By the way, go to bedrostcooling.com/challenge to download the 6-week marathon challenge for free. Training program, nutrition program, motivational videos from me, all for free. And then you'll be able to train for and run a marathon in 6 weeks. That was the first 6-week challenge I've done. Since then, I've done dozens of 6-week challenges. But the current one is a no-gi jujitsu, right? No-gi jujitsu, where you're wearing a rash guard and Daisy Duke shorts. And thank God I have glorious quads and thighs, which look amazing when they're pumped. So with that in mind, I've got this obsession. Twice a week, I roll with Mike Velez. Great human being, black belt, comes to BK Strength, and we train and drill and then roll. But then I've made friends at other local gyms, and so I'll go there in the mornings after my workout and roll there. So technically, I'm rolling anywhere from 4 to sometimes 5, like last week, 6 times in 1 week. Now, being very new at this no-gi jujitsu, I've been armbarred a lot. My shoulders are hurting. My neck is cranked. My right arm hurts more than my left arm right now, which is where I had the torn tricep, right? Earlier when I was changing shirts, I jokingly turned to Ed, who's a brown belt, and I'm like, Ed, when you take off your shirt, does your shoulders hurt? Is it difficult? Because everything hurts right now. But I'm so obsessed with jujitsu. But I also told you guys that I think after my next session, which is my last session with Mike, I'm going to take 2 weeks off of jujitsu to heal. I also know how to heal my body because I realize I am very obsessive and I do have an addictive personality, and a obsessed, highly focused person with an addictive personality can take obsession to an unhealthy level. Yeah. So I've intentionally, inadvertently, not by I wish my body would recover quicker in between fucking rolls, but it didn't. So I just keep stacking injury on top of injury. But I'm like, okay, I got one more session left with him, but I don't want to forget everything, so I'm going to keep rolling. And so I realized, right, I'm going to take 2 weeks off of jujitsu, and then I'm going to ease my way back in again, because I know with the injuries that I have, it'll take 10 days to 14 days to heal up most of my injuries so that I can continue to be pain-free again. Right. And then I'll go back into jujitsu 2 to 3 times a week and not, like ratchet back. But during the 6 weeks, I intentionally get highly obsessed because the learning curve, like I learned so quickly, man. Like I was telling Ed, I learned one north-south move. It's a choke off of north-south, and we drilled it so many times yesterday for an hour straight. So then once we started sparring and rolling, I was just landing them left and right. Like, I love that. I get so focused on that. I love that one-on-one attention that I get from a black belt who's able to train me, and then I'm able to land them when I'm rolling with Andrew, my son. And so anyway, long and short of it, yes, you can take it to an unhealthy level, especially if you have an addictive personality. But most people, just like overtraining, when most people are like, oh man, I don't want to go to the gym too much because I don't want to overtrain. It's like, shut the fuck up. Right. Like, you're not going to overtrain, you fat titty fuck, right? You're not going to overtrain. Go try and overtrain. Maybe you'll overtrain those titties right off of you. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, bro? So just like that, most people are like, oh, I don't want to get too obsessed because, then it'll be unhealthy. Right. Get a little obsessed. Make some money. Get a little obsessed. Build your relationship. Get a little obsessed. Brush your fucking teeth and comb your hair. Like, get obsessed with looking like a fucking healthy human being. More people need to get obsessed. I'd rather more people over-obsess than how society is right now, which is just fucking lack of impulse control, and fully just wading through life like a rudderless ship. Listen, I stopped taking all of those and I started taking this, the Truline Wellness Shot. In fact, I created this because I was sick and tired of every morning taking 11 different supplements like turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper, black pepper, vitamin B12, echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, right? Think about this. If you want to improve your immune system, if you want to fight off inflammation in your body so that you have better gut health, you have more energy, your joints don't hurt, then you're going to want to take all those supplements. And I was taking it twice a day, every day. And so when we created the Truly Wellness Shot, we cut no corners and we spared no expense. And so in this, you've got something that's going to not only help boost your immune system, but also fight off inflammation. Because if you're a high performer and if you want to get more done, if you want to stay more focused, if you want to make sure that you don't get sick as frequently, then you have to care about your immune system and you have to fight off inflammation, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're high performing and you have a stressful work day from time to time, right? And so here's what I want you to do. You're going to click on the link in the description box or go to truline.com and you're going to use the code word Bedros. And when you use my name, Bedros, you'll get 50% off your first subscribe and save bundle. For whatever reason you don't like the Truly Wellness Shot, which I've yet to meet anyone who doesn't, then let us know in your first 30 days. We'll give you a full refund. Part ways as friends. Fair enough? Go check it out. Use the code word Bedros. Get 50% off. Peace.
Yeah. So do you think someone needs to be obsessed to become successful at something?
1000%. If you want to be a winner, you better obsess, because at the level that I play, if you want to be a winner, if you just want to dabble in stuff, yeah. Look, my dad owned a job. He didn't have a business. He owned a job. He owned a little tailor shop. He didn't have to be obsessed to put all the other tailors out of business, and all the other tailors weren't trying to, they just owned, you know, if you live closer to Joseph's Tailoring, you're going to go there. If you live closer to Bob's Tailoring, you're going to go there. They weren't obsessed to, and my dad wasn't obsessed to open up 10 locations across Anaheim. He just had his one little thing, right? But if you want to play at the highest level, like if my dad was like, I'm going to start a men's alterations and tailoring business franchise, he'd have to get obsessed to grow that thing statewide, nationwide. Because at that level, like someone's like, hey, you're going to go to the park on the weekend and play football? You don't have to be obsessed. You miss a play, no big deal. No one's like trading you to a different team. Fucking try that in the NFL. You're gone.
Yep.
They're talking about you. They're calling you a schleprock. The whole fucking state that you play for is like, how do we have this guy in Michigan or wherever the fuck, right? I don't know anything about football, but I know Michigan's big on football. So all that to say that at the highest level, if you want to win, obsession is a precursor to even getting on the field.